Hello everybody. Thought I'd answer a few questions really quick, get everybody caught up, to everybody who's new. First and foremost, I'm not building an airworthy airplane. Let's understand that the B-36 had a 230-foot wingspan. The fuselage diameter is 12'6". The tail stood 47 feet in the air. The fuselage is 163 feet long. Just to house this airplane or whatever would require a multi-million dollar structure. It's to think that a guy in his garage is building a airworthy airplane the size of the B-36. I think the second largest combat aircraft ever produced, second only to the, what is the Tupelo Tu-160? I mean, come on now. It's good to dream, but got to draw the line somewhere. What I am building for sure is from bulkhead 3.0 to probably the nose, which would reside about right there. Since the nose is so simple, and I have a turret that I can convert to a nose turret for display, get the cannon up there. My next project, which I really want to build, is the XB-36, which is the conventional nosed before the raised cockpit, lacking the nose turret. They built one of them. I want to build that as close to airworthy as possible. But once again, 230-foot wingspan. Let's be realistic. All depends on the performance of my channel. If I start getting monetized and I start getting money to where I can do this full time and it's reasonable, I would like to build the bottom half along with the complete nose, because it's just bulkheads, frames, and stringers. The hard part is done. But the question is, where am I going to put it? You know, I'd have to erect a crane to pick this thing up to slide the lower compartments under it. I don't know if it's worth it. I just don't know. But another question I get constantly asked is, am I building this for a flight simulator? Nope. My flight simming days are over. I'm 46 years old. I've got more time in flight simulators and on video games than I care to admit to myself. I like to do things. I like to build. I don't want to sit in front of a computer. So there's that. Another question is, how am I going to get in this thing? Simple. I'm going to get in this thing identically and exactly to that of the real B-36. In the real B-36, there's a hole right there. It's about 3 feet in diameter. You know, that would be, 4 feet or so below my driveway. You enter that hole and then you walk into the radio operator compartment. Bulkhead 4.0 is about where that wall is. Well, about a foot more. There's 6 feet. Radio operator table's there with the radio, so on. Right here, there's a bunk. Below that is the electronic countermeasures equipment. But about right here is where you are in the radio compartment, about eye level, and you look that way, there's the flight deck. There's stairs right here. There's 2 stairs that are very steep and small, but they're there. For all intent purposes, maybe an inch off, that represents the lip of the flight deck. And it goes like this. So you step here, and then one more step and you're on the flight deck. And that is identical to what it looks like, with the exception of you can't see the framework, but you get up in here and that's it. Today, I finished up this, did a little bit of work on the bulkhead, but my number one area of concern was to get the canopy even on either side and get these looking as close as I could. That side is an inch off, half an inch off, but I mean, I've done all this. I'm not stressing it too hard. I do everything I can to get things perfect. I made these mounts. Those are eventually going to be bolted on whenever the bulkhead is fully strengthened. That's an assumption of how that would look. I know that this is all accurate. This is exactly the way it looks. The measurements are perfect. So I can only assume that's the way Convair would have done it, or close to it, or maybe not. And I finished this side. Same over here. I've got another sheet of 20 gauge 3003 aluminum coming in, so I'll be able to make the 6 frames on either side and get that skinned. Also incorporating the area where I'll be able to take it apart. I think tomorrow I'll probably detail and finish up bulkhead 3.0, get it nice and strong. I think that's about it for this video. Just want to thank everybody for their support. We'll see you next time.